been quite a while this time. I'm gonna really try this time. I kind of have been going through a on and off reading slump, and whenever I have a reading slump, I hate making videos about books. Unsurprisingly, because I don't feel like I should be making them, because I'm not reading anything. So, hence the hiatus, but that's gonna change hopefully, mainly because of this. I got an Amazon Fire, and it's really good because ebooks on here are so much easier to read than on my laptop or on my phone. So yes, I have this now, so hopefully this is going to kickstart the reading again. I mean, I have already read 2 books, so I don't know, I've read one book on here, I read another book on my laptop, and they were kind of getting me back into it. And I've got so many books on here already, ready to go, if you can see, look at all of these, ready to go. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, this will be the start of a real page turner 2.0. I have obviously read books in between, when was it, March and now. I've read quite a few actually, but I mean, if you want to see what they are, go to my Goodreads, and I've actually reviewed quite a lot of them on my blog, which I think is linked in the description, like not my personal blog, but I have another blog where I review things like books, TV shows, have some like discussion lists, and I really enjoy making that, so that's in the description if anyone wants to check that out. But obviously I've read some books since the March haul that I did, and I'm just going to kind of whistle through some of my favourites just so it's there out in the open. The first ones I'm going to talk about are 2 books that I hauled in March, which are Lady Midnight and Half Lost. I think I said I read them in the haul, but honestly, such good books. I gave them both 5 stars, and yeah, these 2 were perfection. Obviously, I bawled my eyes out of this one, absolutely sobbed, it was disgusting. So, yes, I have these 2 very good books. Okay, then we'll move on to some of the other books I've read. One of the ones that I have as an ebook on my laptop, not on my Fire, is We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson, because that book is perfection. Like, I read The 5 Stages of Andrew Borley last year by Sean David Hutchinson, and I liked it, but We Are the Ants makes me want to pick up everything he writes from now on. Like, that's how good it is. It's about a boy who gets abducted by aliens when he was 13, and they tell him that on the 29th of January 2016 the world will end, and he has the choice whether or not to save it or not. And you kind of follow him in the year, less than a year, leading up to the 29th of January, and you kind of see him having to come to terms with his emotions. And I mean, this character Henry has a bit of a shit life. His mum's a bit of a mess, his brother's a mess, his boyfriend committed suicide the year before, so he struggles a lot, and he kind of meets this guy that kind of helps him see that potentially it's not all bad. And then the book ends at this point that I didn't want it to end, and it was just so good. So good. I think that's the main one I'm going to talk about from the ebooks, though Suicide Watch by Kelly York, and what was the other one? How to Repair a Mechanical Heart by someone I can't remember. They're pretty good too, though Suicide Watch, obviously trigger warning for suicide and tears, because I cried at that book too. But 2 books that I obviously read in April, if you know me at all: The Trials of Apollo, The Hidden Oracle, and The Raven King. Oh my god, I gave them both 5 stars. I feel like this is obvious at this point. Anything Rick Riordan writes gets 5 stars from me. And it was so good because Apollo is so funny. It's just so funny. So good. Cannot wait for the next one. And then you have The Raven King, which broke my heart a lot, but this series is perfection. Honestly, Maggie Stiefvater writes beautifully, and I love this book so much. So, yeah. I'll quickly mention the last two books I read actually, because obviously they're the ones that have been kind of getting me back into reading. So, the one I've read most recently is Will and Patrick Wake Up Married. It's a very short book, and it's part of a series that I will end up reading. It's very funny. It's about these two guys who obviously wake up married in Las Vegas. So, that's funny. It was quite good. It was pretty short. I can't say much else. But the other one I read is In the Present Tense by Carrie Pack, and I got this book on NetGalley. If you don't know what NetGalley is, it's kind of, you get ebooks in return for your reviews, and I reviewed it on the blog that I spoke about before, so I have reviewed it. It's in the link. I'll link the review in the description because I really like this book. It's really, really good. It's about a boy who wakes up in 2020 married to this woman, and he's very confused because his 17-year-old mind is in the body of his 25-year-old self, and this happens a lot. His mind time travels, kind of, through these different times, so you get to see 17-year-old Miles influencing 25-year-old Miles, because 17-year-old Miles obviously speaks to the wife that he has about his ex-boyfriend, which is just, it's so good, it's so funny, and it's really intense, and it kind of has a sequel vibe, so I hope it gets one. Really liked it. Really, really good book. Yeah, so that's kind of me at the moment. I've also been watching a lot of TV, so I might speak about that a bit more on this channel. And if anyone's watching Unreal, like, let me know, because that fucking show, am I right? It's so good. That's the main thing. I'm going to watch Mr. Robot Season 2 today. I'm so excited to start that. So yeah, that's kind of where I am at the moment. I hope someone is still around to watch this, because, I mean, I've been gone for months, but thank you very much for watching. I will see you soon. Goodbye.